The Kawasaki Z650 is manufactured inside this advanced Kawasaki motorcycle production facility.
Inside the factory, the manufacturing of the Kawasaki Z650 begins under strict quality control.
The steel frame of the Kawasaki Z650 begins as high-grade steel tubes cut with precision.
The steel tubes for the Kawasaki Z650 are bent accurately to match the frame design.
The frame parts of the Kawasaki Z650 are positioned in a jig to keep everything aligned.
Robotic welders fuse the Kawasaki Z650 frame together for strength and durability.
Every weld on the Kawasaki Z650 frame is inspected carefully for safety and reliability.
The Kawasaki Z650 frame is heat-treated to improve rigidity and structural strength.
The completed Kawasaki Z650 frame is digitally measured to confirm perfect geometry.
The approved frames of the Kawasaki Z650 are stored safely for the next stage of production.
The engine of the Kawasaki Z650 begins as molten aluminum cast into precise engine molds. The aluminum engine block of the Kawasaki Z650 is machined with micrometer level accuracy.
Oil passages inside the Kawasaki Z650 engine are drilled to ensure smooth internal lubrication. The crankshaft of the Kawasaki Z650 engine is manufactured to deliver smooth rotational power.
High-quality bearings are installed inside the Kawasaki Z650 engine for long-term reliability.
The pistons of the Kawasaki Z650 engine are assembled carefully for precise internal movement. The pistons of the Kawasaki Z650 engine are installed smoothly into the machined cylinder block. The crankshaft of the Kawasaki Z650 engine is mounted securely inside the engine case.
The lower section of the Kawasaki Z650 engine is sealed and tightened with precise torque settings. The assembled lower engine of the Kawasaki Z650 is rotated to confirm smooth internal movement.
The cylinder head of the Kawasaki ZU650 engine is machined accurately for smooth airflow. The valves for the Kawasaki Z650 engine are manufactured and polished to exact tolerances.
The valves of the Kawasaki Z650 engine are installed carefully inside the cylinder head.
The camshafts that control the Kawasaki Z650 engine timing are engineered with high precision.
The timing chain of the Kawasaki Z650 engine links the crankshaft and camshafts together. The cylinder head of the Kawasaki Z650 engine is mounted carefully onto the lower engine block.
The cylinder head bolts of the Kawasaki Z650 engine are tightened to exact torque settings.
The cam timing of the Kawasaki Z650 engine is aligned to achieve accurate valve operation.
The Kawasaki Z650 engine is tested for correct compression to confirm sealing quality.
The completed Kawasaki Z650 engine is validated on a test bench for smooth and reliable power.
The metal fuel tank of the Kawasaki Z650 is shaped using powerful hydraulic stamping machines.
The upper and lower sections of the Kawasaki Z650 fuel tank are welded together and fully sealed.
The Kawasaki Z650 fuel tank is pressure tested to make sure there are no leaks at all. The fuel tank and panels of the Kawasaki Z650 are carefully cleaned before painting begins.
The painted surfaces of the Kawasaki Z650 are applied by robots to create a flawless finish.
The fresh paint on the Kawasaki Z650 parts is cured in a controlled heating tunnel. The air intake system for the Kawasaki Z650 is produced using precision molding machines. The throttle body of the Kawasaki Z650 is assembled with sensors to control engine airflow.
The internal fuel pump and filter of the Kawasaki Z650 are assembled and electronically tested.
The intake and fuel modules of the Kawasaki Z650 are tested to confirm efficient performance.
The aluminum swing arm of the Kawasaki Z650 is machined carefully for strength and precision.
The front suspension forks of the Kawasaki Z650 are manufactured and assembled with precision. The rear shock absorber of the Kawasaki Z650 is assembled to provide stable riding comfort.
The brake calipers of the Kawasaki Z650 are machined accurately for powerful braking control.
The brake discs of the Kawasaki Z650 are laser cut and polished for smooth stopping performance.
The lightweight alloy wheels of the Kawasaki Z650 are produced using precision metal casting.
The alloy wheels of the Kawasaki Z650 are machined to achieve perfect roundness and balance. The alloy wheels of the Kawasaki Z650 are powder-coated to protect them from corrosion. The performance tires of the Kawasaki Z650 are mounted and inflated with precise control. The wheels of the Kawasaki Z650 are balanced to guarantee vibration-free riding performance. The approved frame of the Kawasaki Z650 now moves onto the main motorcycle assembly line. The completed engine of the Kawasaki Z650 is mounted securely inside the motorcycle frame. The rear swing arm of the Kawasaki Z650 is fitted to connect the frame with the rear suspension.
The suspension system of the Kawasaki Z650 is installed to provide stability and control. The wheels and disc brakes of the Kawasaki Z650 are installed for secure road performance.
The electrical wiring of the Kawasaki Z650 is routed carefully throughout the motorcycle frame.
The ECU and electronics of the Kawasaki Z650 are installed to control engine performance.
The painted fuel tank and intake system of the Kawasaki Z650 are installed onto the chassis.
The exhaust system of the Kawasaki Z650 is installed to manage emissions and engine sound.
The exterior body panels and seat of the Kawasaki Z650 are installed to complete the motorcycle form. The handlebars and rider controls of the Kawasaki Z650 are installed for precise riding control.
The lighting and electrical systems of the Kawasaki Z650 are tested to confirm reliable operation.
The exterior panels of the Kawasaki Z650 are aligned precisely to achieve a perfect visual finish.
The battery of the Kawasaki Z650 is installed and connected to power the electrical system.
The engine of the Kawasaki Z650 is started for the first time under controlled factory testing.
The Kawasaki Z650 is tested on a rolling dynamometer to measure power and performance.
The Kawasaki Z650 is inspected for vibration and noise levels to ensure rider comfort.
The critical fasteners of the Kawasaki Z650 are checked again to confirm secure assembly quality. The completed Kawasaki Z650 is given a final inspection to confirm factory-level manufacturing quality.
The braking performance of the Kawasaki Z650 is tested carefully under controlled factory conditions.
The emission system of the Kawasaki Z650 is tested to confirm clean and efficient fuel combustion. The sound levels of the Kawasaki Z650 are measured to ensure legal acoustic compliance.
The Kawasaki Z650 receives its final factory approval after passing every quality inspection.
The fully manufactured Kawasaki Z650 now stands complete inside the factory where it was created.